Live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon. Welcome to This Day in History, aka TDH. I'm Xander.
Golden Loon.
And you viewer, of course, are you. Thank you so much for coming in and watching us. Today is Moonsday, aka Monday, March 30th, 2026. The show's about interesting and important events that happened today throughout the annals of recorded history. Starting with the year 240 BC, first recorded perihelion passage of Halley's Comet. Wow. This is not necessarily the first time it ever did it. This is just the first time we ever just have it on record wherever we found it, whenever we found it.
We know how often it comes, so it's come before this.
Yep. So they probably, everything before is just presumed until we actually find some documents. But yeah, we've been covering, perihelions of Halley's Comet for off and on quite a while now. 1598 here, Balkan campaign. The Avars lifted the siege of the Byzantine stronghold of Thomas. Their leader, Bayan I, retreated north of the Danube River after the Avaro-Slavic hordes were decimated by the plague. Wow, saved by the bell there.
Yeah.
988, Baudouin IV with the beard became Earl of Flanders. So I presume that there must have been another Baudouin of the IV at the time. So he was just another one, and to distinct him from the other one, he's the one with the beard. So, and that's very easy to identify because if you meet Baudouin the Fourth, just check to see if they have a beard, and if not, then they're not the one with the beard. So, how does that not make sense? Now, 1282, the people of Sicily rebelled against the Angevin king Charles I in what became known as the Sicilian Vespers. Why, though? It was over taxes? Was it over something political or something?
I don't know.
1422, Zen teacher Ketsugen performed exorcisms to free Aizoji Temple in Fukushima, Japan. We could have used them again in more recent times, back in 2011. Moving up to 1796 here. Carl Friedrich Gauss, German mathematician, discovered the construction of the heptadecagon. And image search this.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Okay, we're going to be talking about Florida eventually. No, it's not. There we go.
Heptadecagon.
Heptadecagon. Polygon with 17 edges. So let's image search. There's here we go. What does this say? The regular polygon of 17 sides is called the heptadecagon, or sometimes the heptadecagon. Gauss proved in 1796, when he was 19 years old, that the heptadecagon is constructible with a compass and straight edge. Gauss's proof appeared in his monumental work De Quintessentias Arithmeticae. So
that's way above me.
So basically he just drew it with a compass and a straight edge, and that just makes me wonder, did these scientists never get bored and just start drawing random crap with a compass and a straight edge? Yeah, pretty much. he just doodled a 17-sided, he did the math, so it's not like he just sat there and did it until he got, he needed precise math and arithmetic and whatnot, but I mean,
that's what's over my head is the math. I don't get it.
Well, right here it shows a diagram. If I can, I hate this background here, but you can see the different circumferences and measurements. With enough time, I can probably understand what I'm looking at here, but we got to keep on going. What else do we got here? 1814, Joachim Murat issued the Rimini Declaration, which would later inspire Italian unification. Good. We also have Napoleonic Wars. 6 coalition forces marched into Paris after defeating Napoleon. And actually, we have a discrepancy here. Hold on, this was supposed to be somewhere else. Let me move. Well, this is weird. So we have here 1815 that Joachim Murat issued the Rimini Proclamation, the one from 1814. So, for whatever reason, that's weird. Anyway, 1818, physicist Augustin Fresnel read a memoir on optical rotation to the French Academy of Sciences, reporting that when polarized light is depolarized by Fresnel-Rom, its properties are preserved in any subsequent passage through an optically rotating crystal or liquid. That's kind of above my pay grade there. 1822, Congress combined East and West Florida into the Florida Territory. So here we go, right here. And it's not, I can't read this.
So they got the panhandle.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, like East and West. So I guess East was the dip part, and then West was all of this more western area. So, and
I would
only
say the east upper northeast there, and then it go over to the west. The whole I don't know.
I have no idea either. The Florida Territory was created in the U.S. 1841, the National Bank of Greece was founded in Athens. Sounds like the Rothschilds to me. 1842, ether was used as an anesthetic for the first time by Dr. Crawford Long in Georgia. So, ether anesthesia, or anesthesia.
Yeah, I used to give you ether.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know I don't think they use that today, do they?
No, ether used to be ether is some like there's this whole theory that they're trying to like write ether out of existence or something, like it's something to do with like the Great Reset theory and all that jazz. Not the one that we're going through now possibly, but the one that's already happened. Like, you know, it coincides with the mud flood and the whole Tartaria thing. It's a huge iceberg I can't even really begin to explain, especially on air. Like, it's something that, like, if you're interested in it at all, I can point you in some directions. But there's some really wild stuff out there. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But truth is stranger than fiction. So I just generally keep myself open to all possibilities until I know for sure, you know, something concrete.
Fair enough.
So, anyway, 1855, origins of the American Civil War. Border ruffians from Missouri invaded Kansas and forced election of a pro-slavery legislator.
It says ruffians?
The border ruffian, that's what they were called. Quote-unquote border ruffians. So,
All right.
yeah, well. 1856, the Russian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, Great Britain, France, and the Kingdom of Sardinia signed the Treaty of Paris, ending the Crimean War. Not to be confused with the Treaty of Paris that ended the American Revolution. There's, like, as I said, there's a lot of Treaty of Parises, but they're designated by their years. Sometimes, like, Treaty of Paris 1425A, 1425B, you know, really depending, because Paris is a world city, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff happens there politically. 1861, discovery of the chemical elements. Sir William Crookes announced the discovery of thallium. All right, we're not there yet. 1865, between now and the 4th of next month, we have the Battle at Five Forks, Virginia. This was removed from primary source, so it might not have actually happened on this calendar date. But that's for anybody to look into. Moving on up to 1867, the United States bought Alaska and Russia for $7,200. For $7,200,000. $109,000,000 in 2018, roughly 2 cents an acre. About 2 cents an acre at $4.19 per kilometer by United States Secretary of State William H. Seward. So it's telling me to image search this second and third rows, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, we were talking about this Alaska purchase the other day, I think, on the show, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. By 1850s, the Russian-American company was no longer interested in the fur trade. They were eager to sell off the region. U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward agreed to buy Alaska for $7,200,000, about 2 cents per acre. On March 30th, 1867, he signed the treaty that transferred the ownership of Alaska from Russia to the United States. So, and what is this one here?
They want it back.
Yeah, well, they want to. They're claiming that the document was invalid, or something was invalid according to something. It's just, no, dude, you're just a sore customer. You know, like, it's ours now. Too bad. Suck it up. You know. The U.S. wanted Russian competition out of North America, and the Russians were already overstretched and could not easily defend Alaska. Most Stadians questioned the purchase, but it would, as it turned out, Alaska was loaded with gold and oil. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's why they want it back. It has resources.
Oh, big time.
Yep. 1870, Florida territorial government was established. 1870 as well, Texas became the last Confederate state to readmit to the Union during Reconstruction, or following Reconstruction. 1870 as well, the 15th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was adopted, guaranteeing the right to vote regardless of race. I believe ethnicity, because we're all a human race, you know, but we're different.
I wonder why we needed that when, you know, the Constitution says all men are created equal, but for some reason they aren't. But maybe that reinforced equality.
Yeah, but like, you know, what's like, does it describe what a man is? Like, because the man used to be our species was man. Like, you know, it's not like, you know, oh, I'm a man and they're a woman. No, that's a more recent terminology.
Right.
We were all men, mankind.
Mankind,
You know.
yes.
So, 1885, the Battle of Kushka triggered the Panja incident, which nearly gave rise to the war between, or to a war between the British Empire and Russian Empire. So there was an incident that almost started a war, but thankfully it didn't. We don't get a lot of those almost wars.
Yeah.
You know,
But they're usually not recorded because they didn't.
they didn't
Almost
war.
didn't do it.
Yeah. 1893, Thomas F. Bayard became the first U.S. ambassador in Great Britain. Cool. 1895, British inventor Bert Akers filmed Oxford and Cambridge boat race. I looked this up on YouTube. It doesn't exist, and I'm sure it's somewhere in an archive somewhere on some website, or maybe you have to go physically find it because they recorded it.
Yeah.
But this was 1895, so maybe it's gone. Who knows? 1899, German Society of Chemistry issued an invitation to other national scientific organizations to appoint delegates to the International Committee on Atomic Weights. So making the weights down to the atomic level to have a basis on which to build everything else upon. You know, you get your measurements down to as small as you can, and then you build upon that. A really smart way of doing things. 1900, Dutch Second Chamber accepted compulsory education law. We also have archaeologists in Knossos, Crete, discovered the first clay tablet with hieroglyphic writing in a script letter called Linear B. We're not there yet. Okay, well there it is right there. Did I miss? Well, I might have missed. Hold on a second. That was 1900. Pencil. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I did miss it. 1858. Pencil with attached eraser, patented, Hyman L. Littman of Philadelphia.
Okay.
So there you go. So like I've spoken about this many times, on and off camera, but you know on this date in 1858.
Oh,
1858. Yeah, this
Okay.
was right before the thallium. I was talking about the chemical elements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I must have, yeah, and the treaty. Remember, I was going about the Treaty of Paris. It was right after that, so I must have skipped it somehow. So whoops. So let's get back up into the.
You caught it. You got us
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Here's the tablet. Script called Linear B. Moving on up to 1909, New York's Queensboro Bridge opened, linking Manhattan and Queens. 1912, French protectorate in Morocco was established. Sultan Abd al-Hafid signed the Treaty of Fez, making Morocco a French protectorate.
Wow. We're now in Granddad era.
Yeah. And in the region of Morocco, there's a town called Fez.
Oh.
And you want to know what they are famous for?
Hats?
Yes.
Okay.
No, a true Fez only is made there.
Okay.
Kind of like how if you want real champagne,
Now it's a style.
Yeah, well, no, but like if you want a real Fez hat, like they have like some kind of copyright. It's part of the. I think it's on the Berne Copyright Treaty as well. So like there is a black market for illegal Fezes, but like if you want a real Fez, a legal Fez, it has to be from the region of Fez in Morocco, I believe. I can be full of shit as I usually am, but I think I might be right. Anyway, 1918, Stanley Cup Mutual Street Arena, Toronto, Ontario. Toronto Arenas of the NHL defeated the Vancouver Millionaires of the PCHA 2-1 for a 3-2 series victory. First series contested by the new NHL.
So there was a team called the Vancouver Millionaires?
Yeah, the PCHA. I don't know what that would be. Pacific Coast Hockey Association?
So it looks like.
Maybe.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Since dead.
1918, outburst of bloody march events in Baku and other locations of Baku Governorate. So, secondary source edited there. 1919, Gandhi announced resistance against the Rowlatt Act. Indian civil rights activist Mahatma Gandhi, the first, I guess, announced resistance against the Rowlatt Act. What was the Rowlatt Act? Let's look that up here really quick. We have a 24-page article here today, so we can spend some time looking things up here. The Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act of 1919, popularly known as the Rowlatt Act, was a law applied during the British India period. It was a legislative council that act hurriedly passed by the Imperial Legislative Council in Delhi on March 18, 1919, despite the united opposition of its Indian members. Okay, but what was...
Now tell us.
Yeah, let's see. It gave power to the police to arrest any Indian person on the basis of mere suspicion. Wow.
Oh, great.
The purpose of the act was to curb the growing nationalist upsurge in the country. So it was to keep the natives under the thumb.
Way to go, England.
Yeah, good job, England. Way to be England. So, you know what? England being England. There, that's what it's gonna be called. Look for that in the underbar of the description after the live stream. What else do we got here? 1925 Stanley Cup Final, Patrick Arena, Victoria, British Columbia. Victoria Cougars of the WCHL defeated Montreal Canadiens of the NHL 6-1 for a 3-1 series win. The last non-NHL team to win the trophy. Yeah. Wow! So it went from the first NHL to NHL dominant within what was that? 15 years?
Every other league, whatever of that other league was, got either ended or got absolved into the NHL.
I guess so. 1935, Newfoundland changes time to 3.5 hours west of Greenwich, repeated 44 seconds. That has to be a little bit of a mind fuck if you sit there and think about it. Like, imagine living through that and then repeating the last 44 seconds, but like...
That's weird.
I know. That's what I'm saying. 1939, Batman debuted on the 27th issue of Detective Comics by DC Comics. This was added to primary source.
Batman.
39, the first flight of the Australian CAC CA-16 Wirraway military aircraft. It was telling me to image search this, but I think...
whose aircraft is that?
That's a photo transistor. Australian.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I didn't need to do that. I can just do this. Bloop. And then images. Oh yeah, this aircraft. Don't I already have it here somewhere? I guess not. Huh, weird. I guess I could have sworn.
Recognize it?
No, I could have sworn I saved a picture of it.
Oh.
But maybe I just didn't put it up on the... Yeah, here it is. Right here.
Ah.
Yeah. So I guess I just didn't put it up in the lineup. Oh. I'm not having a stroke. Okay, that's good. 1939 as well, a Heinkel HE-100 fighter set a world airspeed record of 463 miles per hour, or 745 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast.
Not in today's standards.
No, well, I mean, you know...
yeah, but then, yes.
Yeah. Well, I can't run that fast, so anything that's faster than me is fast. Okay? Like, I'm a simple man. 1940, Second Sino-Japanese War. Japan declared Nanking capital of a new Chinese puppet government, nominally controlled by Wang Jingwei. Wasn't that where the massacre was, the Nanking Massacre? Or something?
I have no idea.
41, during World War II, Allied bombers conducted their most severe bombing run on Sofia in Bulgaria. 42, the first RSHA transport from France arrived in Camp Birkenau. That's a Holocaust thing. Birkenau was one of the...
okay.
Actually, I think one of the first ones, it was Auschwitz-Birkenau. It was a hyphen, and then they both became their own separate things. So by 1942, yeah, Birkenau was standing on its own, but it was neighbors with Auschwitz. 42, SS murdered 200 inmates of Trauniki concentration camp. What else do we got here? 44, 781 British bombers attacked Nuremberg. From our other source, it says, out of 795 Lancasters, Halifaxes, and Mosquitoes sent to attack Nuremberg, 95 bombers did not return, making it the largest RAF bomber command lost to the war. Wow. 45, 289 anti-fascists was murdered by Nazis in Romberg Park, Dortmund. 45 as well, USSR invaded Austria during World War II. The Soviet forces invaded Austria and captured Vienna. Polish and Soviet forces liberate Danzig. 45 as well, World War II as well. A defecting German pilot delivered a Messerschmitt Me-262A1 to the Stadions, to the U.S. Army, Air Force, I guess. Now, was this the jet one or something? Ooh, wait a minute, hold on. I think it was. Yes, it is. Oh, this is how we found out. Yeah, I remember this. This is how we found them out. Because this guy defected and he was flying.
Yeah.
Remember the Germans?
Yeah.
Now, because Hitler was an idiot, he didn't believe in jet technology, but it wasn't until...
He didn't recognize it for its value.
Yeah,
Put it that way.
It wasn't until later on when they were in a rush. It was like, oh, research anything, whatever. So they did get these airborne, but we really didn't understand what these were because they were so fast. Like first off...
Shockingly fast.
First off, the pilots who survived are probably, captured. So all of a sudden we just started losing pilots and planes didn't come back. We didn't know what was happening until if I have my history correct, this is how we found out because that guy defected and landed and handed us the keys. We're like, oh, this is what's happening. Okay, 1946, loons time. Hey, hold on a second. I gotta do a thing here. There you go. Australia defeated New Zealand in a cricket at 3:30 p.m. on the second day. And we also had the last Test cricket appearance of Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly.
Whoa.
I know,
Not
right?
that Bill O'Reilly. 1946.
1946?
He was maybe born, but...
Maybe born.
He's probably born that year sometime.
Well, maybe this is what he did before he joined Fox News. I don't know. Actually, no, he did the no spin zone, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So then this was not him because
it's not him.
In cricket, you do spin bull. So if it's no spin zone, he's not. I knew I could connect him to cricket. I just had to think of something. Anyway, 1949, riot broke out in Osterweiler Square in Reykjavik when Iceland joined NATO. 1950, Bell Telephone Laboratories announced invention of the phototransistor in Murray Hill, New Jersey. All right. Oh, this is it. Here we go.
Oh.
The new phototransistor unit, light entering the cylinder, is focused by the lens on a piece of germanium that responds by generating current. Like the transistor, the phototransistor was invented in Bell Telephone Laboratories. But I was telling you to image search this because there might be something else that I caught earlier on. Oh, here's something cool. What does this say? Open image and news tab. Let's see if it'll... Ooh, beautiful. So, the photo invention announced in Murray Hill, New Jersey, invented by He invented the phototransistor that used a beam of light instead of a wire as the emitter of a point contact transistor, generating holes that flow to the collector. In 1949, he applied a patent for his photoresistive translating device, and in 1951 he was granted a U.S. patent 2,560,606 for this invention. The phototransistor was eventually used in the nationwide direct distance dialing system. Impressive. Incredible.
Yeah, phototransistor's huge.
1953, Albert Einstein announced revised unified field theory. 1959, Dalai Lama fled China and was granted political asylum in India. Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama, fled Tibet for India. There he is, right there. And is he still alive today, or?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's 90.
Oh, he is still alive.
Yeah, I remember when they still had a Twitter like many years ago. I sent I mentioned them like at Dalai Lama, and I'm like keep up the good work, and like hashtag screw China or something I said something like that, and then they liked it and replied to me and then followed me. I think they followed me. So I was just like, wow, I think I might be starting an international incident. 1961,
I'll tell you this, China's following you now.
Well, I don't have a Twitter anymore. I got rid of that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Never will have another one. Social media is just garbage. 1961, NASA civilian pilot Joseph A. Walker took the X-15 to 169,600 feet, or 51,690 meters, becoming the first person to surpass the stratopause, entering the mesosphere. Wow. Impressive. We also have the Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs was signed in New York. 1964, astronaut John Glenn withdrew from Ohio Senate race. I had no idea he was getting into politics.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Glenn.
He was he was a senator or something.
Huh.
obviously he withdrew in that, but at some point he was a senator.
Okay, as a politician, Glenn served 4 terms as a Democratic senator for Ohio, and in 1984 ran for the Democratic nomination for president. What?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you know, he's on the bad party, but still, that's impressive. Like, well, both parties are awful, you know. I shouldn't play partisan. The bipartisan lie is real. But that's cool. 1966, Color Me Barbara Streisand's second TV special and the first in color premiered at CBS. You know you're old when your career started in black and white.
Yeah.
Like, and that's 70, 80 years ago. Like,
what year was it again?
66.
66?
Well, it's 40, 50, 60.
60 years ago.
Yeah. 67, cover picture of Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Album was photographed by Michael Cooper, and we have it right here. And remember, it said something that there's, like, some of them, like, are these the Madame Tussauds wax museums?
I don't know.
Because it said somewhere that, because there's 2... You can see the Beatles here in these bright ones, but then they're back here as well. So I think these are the wax.
Lookalikes. Those could be Max Museums. Those aren't them. There's something just is off about it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
so it could be with the wax. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you that we read the article saying that Madame Tussauds wax museum statues of the Beatles were put in this photograph,
okay,
so I think those are them.
Yeah.
I know that they're there. I just don't know which one. It has to be these guys.
That's it.
Yeah, because she wouldn't have dressed them up like this. She would have dressed them up in their normal, Mormon-looking uniforms.
And they're younger there. So
yeah. 1969, Loyalists bombed water and electricity installations in Northern Ireland in the hope that the attacks would be blamed on the IRA and on elements of the civil rights movement, which was demanding an end to discrimination against Catholics. So there's now, like, piggyback terrorists, like, doing stuff in hopes that somebody else will be blamed for the event to cause that's horrible. That's horrible.
Not new.
Just free Ireland and all that will stop. It's not that difficult. 1970, Columbia Records released jazz artist Miles Davis's influential double album Bitches Brew. It became his highest charting title, winning a Grammy and earning him his first gold record. What a name, Bitches Brew. Yeah. 1970, USSR won its 8th straight ice hockey world championship in Stockholm, Sweden, their 10th overall win. Damn, they're good. 72, North Vietnam launched a major conventional offensive against South Vietnam. The Easter Offensive began after North Vietnamese forces crossed into the demilitarized zone, the DMZ, of South Vietnam. 72 as well, Northern Ireland's government and parliament were dissolved by the British government, and direct rule from Westminster was introduced. That's the wrong way to handle it. You gotta free them, not clamp down, because you're just, that's how you make terrorists, is clamping down. That's their home. They're going to fight, Like, where else are they going to go? 75, James Rupert killed 11 members of his family on Easter Sunday in Hamilton, Ohio. That's horrifying. 76, Israel killed 6 Palestinians protesting land confiscation. The land day, 6 unarmed Palestinians were killed and hundreds were injured in a protest against Israel's land confiscation. And, let's see here. Israel-Palestinian conflict in the first organized response against Israeli policies by a Palestinian collective since 1948. Palestinians created the first land day. And they just got mowed over. Yikes. 81, Chariots of Fire, directed by Hugh Hudson and starring Ben Cross and Ian Charleston, premiered at the Royal Command Film Performance, Best Picture of 82. 81 as well, U.S. President Ronald Reagan was shot and wounded in an assassination attempt, but John Hinckley, 3 others, including Press Secretary James Beatty, were also wounded outside a Washington, D.C. hotel.
Yep.
So, I was just thinking...
he almost died.
Yeah.
They didn't realize he was shot initially. He was shot under the armpit.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, was that in the movie that we saw? Because it opens with him getting shot out here in California, right?
Yeah, well, that would have been the Hinckley deal.
This one?
Yeah.
But this says a Washington, D.C. hotel. Shot in the chest outside a Washington, D.C. hotel.
Yeah, that's right.
By John Hinckley.
Yeah. Because they were rushing him back to the White House or wherever, and then they decided to take him to the hospital because they couldn't figure out where he started spitting blood or something. They couldn't figure out where he's hit.
So he got shot twice during his political career.
No, I don't think so.
Well, did he get shot out here in California? Somebody got shot out here. I know some president or candidate got shot out here, at least one.
Now I'm confused.
We got to keep going, though.
Yeah.
82, John Palomere's play Agnes of God, about a nun who gave birth and insisted it was Immaculate Conception, premiered at the Music Box Theater in New York City, running for 599 performances. 365 days later, New York Mercantile Exchange, the NYMEX, began trading in crude oil future. 84, U.S. ended participation in multinational Lebanon Peace Force. 84 as well, world's most valuable tip, and not like monetary tip, but like, tip off to the police or something. New York police detective Robert Cunningham offered waitress Phyllis Penzo half of a $1 lottery ticket. The next day, they won $6 million. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess that is an actual...
Well, I'll tell you, the guy stepped up.
Why do I have to be such an idiot? I see police and I presume, okay, you're tipping off, and no, this is an actual financial thing. What the hell?
It was a tip.
Yeah.
But you got to admit, the guy stepped up, kept his word.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just like, I can't get anything. No matter what, I have to be an idiot. Ayo's time, though.
Hey.
87, 59th Academy Awards, Platoon. Paul Newman and Marlee Matlin won. Platoon was a great movie.
Yeah.
87 as well. Vincent van Gogh's Sunflower sold for a record 22.5 million pounds. Geez, that's heavy, Doc. $39.7 million at the exchange rate, value at the time, which however much it is, I don't know. 1990, Jack Nicklaus debuted on the Senior PG Tour with a 71, a -1, in the first round of the tradition at Desert Mountain and won the event by 4 strokes over Gary Player.
Oh, okay.
Wow. His last name is Player, and he can't even win the game. That's kind of...
He's a good golfer. He won plenty of tournaments. Gary Player.
I'm trying to make a stupid joke here.
He was an Australian, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. 91, the first exhibition baseball games at Joe Robbie Stadium, Yanks and Orioles. And we had the last issue of Dutch newspaper Vrije Volk, the Free People. Northern Michigan won its first NCAA hockey title on this calendar date in 91. We also have 92, the 64th Academy Awards, The Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster won.
What a powerful movie.
I have not seen it yet.
Oh, man, that's you got to be ready for intense.
Yeah, I'm good. My life is intense enough. 92, man accidentally backed into Oakland A's Jose Canseco's $225,000 Lamborghini.
Oops.
Well, don't park your Lamborghini where the common folk mingle, okay? Canseco. 96, did I say? No, 2001. At 15 years, 9 months, U.S. swimmer Michael Phelps broke 200-meter butterfly world record at the U.S. Championship Trials in Austin, Texas, becoming the youngest male to set a world mark. Wow. Congratulations, Sir Phelps, or Mr. Phelps.
I don't know how many gold medals he won, but he won
many. Let's see
5
here.
5 or 8, something like that.
39 world records he's set, according to this.
Gold medals.
He won 5 more gold medals at the age of 31, but that's more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to look this up. Michael Phelps.
Olympic gold.
How many Olympic gold medals? Oh, whatever. Michael Phelps. Yeah. Total of 23. There we go.
So he went to 2 different Olympics.
2? I swear he's been in more.
Oh, maybe.
Like 23 Olympic gold medals in just 2 games? That can't be. That seems like more than he can actually get.
Well, no, there's all. Well, I don't know. 23 in total. That's a bunch.
2004 he won his first Olympic gold medals at 2008 games. 2012 London, 2016. So that's 4 games.
Yeah.
So more than 2. What else do we got here? 2002, the 2002 Leon car attack took place. What the heck is that?
I have No idea. Leon.
Leon Car, Lyon. Leon synagogue attack. Oh no. A group of masked men rammed 2 cars through the courtyard gates of a synagogue in the La Doucheret neighborhood of Lyon, France. Then rammed one of the cars into the prayer hall before setting the vehicles on fire and causing severe damage to the synagogue. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's absolutely terrible. I don't care who you are or what you believe. Stay out of doing your bullshit at a place of worship. There's some things that there's a time and a place, and you don't do anything to a church, to a mosque, to a synagogue, to a temple, anything. You leave those out of your crosshairs. Some things you just don't touch. So, shame on you people. 2006, Marcos Pontes was the first Brazilian astronaut in space. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Never knew Brazilians were up there.
Well, probably not their own space program,
Probably
but
not.
like, joint
Yeah.
training and all that stuff. That's awesome. We also have UK Terrorism Act 2006 became law. All right. Cyclone Glenda, one of the strongest tropical cyclones in the Australian region, made landfall near Onslow, Western Australia. 2008, Droma Kie was arrested by Chinese authorities. Why? I'm going to look that up here really quick. We have nothing but time, but I don't want to just sit here and lollygag. I want to get stuff. She was arrested on March 30th, 2008 by the Chinese authorities during the 2008 Tibetan unrest. Oh. At the end of May, she was released after almost 2 months of detention on conditions of silence on her arrest and of not more to do representations during some time. So this is during their oppression of of Tibet. That's unfortunate. 2009, 12 gunmen attacked the Manawan Police Academy in Lahore, Pakistan, probably trying to scare people into not becoming police officers. 2012, U.S. Stadium Mega Millions, or the U.S. Mega Millions lottery hit a world record lottery amount of $640 million. Didn't we play that game?
May have somewhere along the line, yeah.
Well, I mean, for that prize pool, I'm sure that we did.
What year was it again?
2012. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
2012 was 14 years ago. What the hell, man? 2012 as well, MasterCard and Visa announced a massive breach in security with over 10 million compromised credit card numbers. Yikes. We also have Spanish government cut 27 billion euros from its budget in a tough austerity measure. Kenya Supreme Court in 2013 declared Uhuru Kenyatta the rightful winner of the Kenyan presidential election. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, like, Kenyatta, that family created Kenya, but, like, you can't really play favorites. So, like, did he actually win, or are they saying, oh, whatever, let's leave it in the legacy, let's...
Well, the fact that you're questioning it is concerning in itself.
You should always be questioning it, You should question everything. Like, maybe they actually did win. That's cool. Like, I don't know either way. I'm just hoping that they did win, or otherwise, they're keeping a whole power. Now, if they're doing it, like, out of being respectful towards the founding family, or is the founding family corrupts? There's like 3, 4, 5 different ways this can go, but only one way that's right. Anyway, 2013, North Korea declared it as a state of war with South Korea. Haven't they always been? Like, the war never ended.
No, it never ended. It's still on today.
It's just on a ceasefire.
A ceasefire, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess they're just reminding everybody, like, hey, don't forget, we're still supposed to be killing each other. Like, okay. 2017, ex-South Korean President Park Geun-hye was arrested in corruption investigation. The first female president of South Korea. 2017, North Carolina repealed its controversial bathroom law that restricted transgender use. That's a whole bag of hammers I don't want to get into.
It is, but you gotta have somewhere where you can go to the bathroom.
Yeah, well...
I don't know what the answer is, you're right.
Well, I mean...
It's not good for anybody. Unless you set up third bathrooms.
Yeah.
And who can afford that?
Yeah, Well, all I can say is if you can't respect yourself and you have to change yourself physically to such extremes, but then in that same breath you turn around and expect other people to just respect you with the same amount, with more respect than you have for yourself, I find that, you know, you need to be in an asylum. You need help. You know. 2017, North Carolina repealed its controversy. Got that one. 2017 as well. Venezuela's Supreme Court took over legislative powers of the National Assembly. Opposition called it a coup.
Yeah, that's not good.
There we go. Here we go.
The Supreme Court should not be taking over anything.
No, that was Venezuela, though. So.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Yeah. 2017 as well, SpaceX conducted the world's first reflight of an orbital class rocket, and here we have an image of that, I believe. So that's really cool if that really is. You know, now we're sending up the same stuff up there, like reusing rockets. Man, like when you thought about just the amount of like the majority of the stuff used to get things up there, just broke apart and either like burnt up in reentry or like with the space shuttle. You know the big orange section in the middle, like directly under the underbelly of the shuttle itself, that just fell into the ocean somewhere, and hopefully they collected it.
Yeah.
Well, no. It ejected before it got up high enough to burn up.
Yeah. But then they started a parachute coming down, and they go pick them up, and you know.
Yeah.
But this landed right back into a socket.
Yeah. It landed, straight back down to be reused. 2018, Palestinians began a Great March of Return, 6 weeks of protests on the Gaza Strip demanding Palestinian refugees be allowed to return to Israel. 19 Palestinians were killed and 1,416 were injured on the first day. 2019, Pope Francis arrived in Rabat, Morocco on his first ever visits to the Maghreb region of North Africa. We also have a Swedish gamer and YouTuber PewDiePie overtaken by Indian channel T-Series as YouTube channel with most subscribers, both on 92 million. Yeah, that turned into a whole hoopla. It's really sad. People have no lives of their own. They have to cling to such frivolous bullshit. 2019, Zuzana Kaputova was elected president of Slovakia, the country's first female head of state. All right, cool.
Yeah.
2020 International Olympic Committee, the IOC, announced postponed 2020 Summer Olympic Games will be held on July 23rd through August 8th in 2021 because of Kung Flu pandemic. 2020 as well, Russian city of Moscow began a citywide lockdown after 4 hours notice due to Kung Flu, the COVID-19, the China virus, whatever it is that you want to call it. Wow, 4 hour notice, and then, like, yikes. Better, do it quick. 2020, 3 out of 4 stadiums now ordered to stay home due to Kung Flu, as states of Virginia, Maryland, Arizona, and Florida issued lockdowns. And luckily for you and I, we both were essential workers in our own respects.
Yeah.
Like, you had the shop, and I was Grubhub and Postmates. Would you mind turning that light on, please? 2022 here, though. Bruce Willis announced he is stepping away from acting after a diagnosis of aphasia. And he's losing his mind.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going crazy. But he's
not quite sure where he is.
Yeah,
and it's degenerative.
Like think of light Alzheimer's. Like he's not all there, and that's a real shame because he's
a
great actor.
I don't know about a favorite actor, but I enjoyed his roles that he played.
I respect him, and I really hope that he had nothing to do with the list, like so many other big names are being associated with it now. So,
what are you talking about? List?
The Epstein list.
Oh,
like the Weinstein list and all that stuff. Like they're all connected, and like to get anywhere in that business, you had to do your what they wanted you to do. So, I wish him the best, whatever it is. 2022 Computers Turing Award won by American programmer Jack Dongara, whose work paved the way for supercomputers. Ooh. Epic. The rock band Foo Fighters canceled their world tour after the unexpected death of their drummer Taylor Hawkins in Bogota, Colombia. I remember that. Like all of a sudden, big name death. Like former U.S. President Donald Trump in 2023 was indicted by a Manhattan grand jury on charges over hush payments paid to porn star Stormy Daniels, the first U.S. president to face criminal charges, to be indicted by a grand jury. It was all bullshit. There's so much crap, You want to go after politicians, go after Hillary Clinton, with Benghazi, the emails, the laptop, There's so much stuff that we have that's tangible. Do stuff that'll actually matter. 2023 key figures in artificial intelligence, including Elon Musk and Steve Wozniak, signed an open letter warning the race to develop AI systems is out of control and asking for a suspension of at least 6 months. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. And that shall be it for the show today. Once again, please check the underbar in the description below for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis, so we can only bring you a portion. Please check our sources for more. It's up to you to find the artifacts of our history, but only if each individual reaches out with and for open mindfulness, with a yearn to learn, to see outside what you think you know, to grow and find enlightenment. We have to find common ground with those who see their opinions differently from our own and find a better way to be better to one another. Or, as the loon says...
What? I don't know.
I'm okay, you're okay?
Oh, I'm okay, you're okay.
Yeah. For your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. Please check the underbar. Like all of this, the past 45 some odd minutes, this is we can only bring you a portion of 2 sources. So, yeah, please continue your journey of self-education. Until you catch us next time, for all of you and all of us, did we already say, me, you, and them? Or I'm Xander, and you are...
Golden Loon. No, we hadn't said it.
Okay. And you here are you. And, yeah, until you catch us next time, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles. Yeah.